Yesterday's little prank, front page news.
Public have a right to know.
Yeah, and I've got a right to keep my job. I got you that placement as work experience, not as an assignment for WikiLeaks. Just a rehash of what came out yesterday.
A source close to the investigation revealed marked similarities to the death of Lauren Porter and the scraper's previous two victims in Maybrook.
I know, I've had a word with him.
Yeah, but it's my neck on the line, not his.
Like I said, we've had words.
You owe me.
Owes you for what? Just had Maybrook CID on the phone. They picked up the scraper last night, they reckon. Didn't think to tell us until they heard about this. So come on, get a move on.
Maybrook.
Someone's got to take notes.
Councillor Forrester.
Don't mind me. You can sit back down again if you like.
Traffic problems, Councillor?
No.
Well, I've rescheduled your 9 o'clock.
Excellent.
And there's background notes on Botswana for your 11 o'clock in the entry.
Wonderful. Cup of tea?
Of course.
I'll drive.
Do you mind if I join you?
Well, we're interviewing a suspect, not examining a crime scene.
Yeah, I know, but if it really is a scraper, then it would be good to compare notes with Maybrook Soccer. I mean, I've read the reports, but Rob, what do you think?
Could be useful. I mean, Maybrook Soccer, they haven't got the best reputation. You know, a professional reassessment.
OK. Sit up front, talk me through the Maybrook cases.
Oh, you are not reading these novels. They are arrant nonsense. Second-rate detective novels written by a Scotsman, of all people. They suggest that the whole of Botswana is filled with criminal types.
I rather like them.
They are not to be mentioned in front of Councillor Forrester.
So we are going to see him?
I do not think so. Well, not today.
It has to be today. I mean, we have an appointment in just over an hour, and it's Botswana Day. It has to be today.
I've had, well, difficult things on my mind this week.
If you don't want to do it, I shall do the presentation myself. But I can't cook the donuts.
Magwinya.
Yes, you'll have to make those. Please.
I think perhaps you had better leave the talking to me.
Yes. Right. The ingredients are in here, and I have music to get us in the mood. I thought we could take this with us, and at the end of our presentation we should play the Botswana National Anthem.
Yes, this is not the national anthem of Botswana.
Oh. National anthems of the world in alphabetical order. Oh, it's Argentina. It sounds Argentinian to you. It's quite jolly though, isn't it? Right, let's get to work. Right. More butter coming up. Wanted to visit Botswana and Clockwing. I didn't know it was real. I could meet Mr. J.L.B. Matakoni.
What are you talking about?
Mara Motswe's husband, Mr. J.L.B. Matakoni, proprietor of the Clockwing Road Speedy Motors. It doesn't start as her husband, of course.
Are you referring to those books again?
Azerbaijan.
Very rousing.
D.I. Stapleton, welcome to Maybrook.
DTI driver.
Harrison Keller, forensics. Right.
So, you want to meet the scraper?
If you've got the right man this time.
He killed those two girls.
Forensic evidence.
Not yet.
What about the fingers? Have you recovered the trophies yet?
No.
Well, so it might not be him.
What have you got?
We've got the killing room.
A killing room?
Yeah. It looks like he didn't kill them in situ. That's why the locations are so clean.
You said that he killed Lauren where we found her.
That's what we thought with the first two. But we had a report of a woman screaming about the time of the second abduction. A couple of uniforms checked it out, and there's a cellar. Soccer thinks he didn't keep it quite as clean as the places he dumped them. We should get some results later today.
Good.
Is he talking?
Mrs. Temby and Mrs. Middleton, I'll let them know you're here. I have the Botswana ladies for you, Councillor.
Excellent. Marks out of 10.
It's difficult to say, really.
Sounds like a couple of threes, maybe worse.
A bit more than that, I'd say.
Really? They're not coming through that door unless one of them's a 7. Or more.
I'd say the combined total might be about...
I'm busy.
He's tied up. It's just unexpected, important business.
Oh, no.
I'm dreadfully sorry.
Young lady, as one receptionist to another, let me tell you that your powers of subterfuge leave a lot to be desired. Please, stand aside. Grab your bag.
Ah, the Bolivians. They seem to have broken through my first line of defence. Oh well. Do your worst.
I'm sorry?
Your presentation, woman. Let's hear it. I haven't got all day.
Right. Councillor Forrester, it is an honour for us to present to you a case for the establishment of a formal twinning association between the towns of Lethbridge in England and Clockwing in Botswana. This is the wrong one.
Really? It's a bit insipid.
Where the hell is Botswana anyway?
It's in your briefing pack, Councillor.
Botswana is a very big and beautiful country in the southern part of Africa.
Clockwing is down here, next to Gaborone. You will be familiar with Clockwing from the stories of Precious Ramotswe and the First Lady.
And today is Botswana Day, the 45th anniversary of my nation's founding. What better way to celebrate than to share some Botswanan delicacies and discuss ways in which our two communities can learn from each other.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Nyeh. That's a no from me. What do you think, Winston? Dominique?
Well, actually, I think it's a fantastic...
So that's 3 no's. Botswana does not have talent. Twinning associations are about cultural exchange. What kind of culture is Lethbridge going to exchange with some squalid African township? So pack up your maps and your flags and your tub of dumplings and go. Happy Botswana Day, ladies.
10:58, 30th of September 2011. Interview with Peter Michaels. Mr. Michaels has declined legal representation. D.I. Stapleton in attendance, together with DCI driver and...
D.S. Hollins.
D.S. Hollins from Leatherbridge CID.
All that way just to see me.
It's not that far. It's just down the motorway. Can be there and back in a couple of hours.
Do you like lollipops, Detective Chief Inspector?
You ever been to Leatherbridge, Mr. Michaels?
Lolly, lolly, lolly.
Pop! Pack it in, or I'll cuff you.
We've been admiring your work, haven't we, Hollins?
I'm a big fan.
Very professional. All that bleach to remove the evidence. Smart move. And then Stapleton gets lucky.
Lucky? Good police work and an incompetent so-called serial killer. Does it count as serial killing if you only top 2 girls?
Or is it 3? Bleached skin, missing finger.
In Leatherbridge.
Like you say. In Leatherbridge. Sit down.
Are you going to let her speak to me like that?
It's either her or me.
What happened in Leatherbridge?
You know what happened in Leatherbridge.
Who was she?
Speak to me.
Was she pretty?
Don't speak to him. Sit down.
What was that knee thing all about?
Some kind of cultural reference. The man is a buffoon.
I'm sorry about the music. I think the numbering's wrong. I think it might have been Bosnia-Herzegovina.
I knew this was a bad idea.
Oh, come on, Mrs. Temby. This really isn't like you. It's still Botswana Day.
Did you see the newspaper? The story on the front cover?
Oh, yes, that poor girl.
I knew her.
Did she fight? The Leatherbridge girl, did she fight?
You tell me.
I'm sure she did. He likes them feisty.
You're saying you're not the scraper?
I'm saying the scraper didn't kill their girl.
Where were you on the night of the 20th of September?
What should we call him? A disciple? A protege? A fan? Or am I the disciple and the master's still out there, torturing and killing and mutilating? What do you think, Sergeant?
Never mind what he thinks.
Oh, but I want to know what he thinks. Strong, silent Sergeant Hollins. Am I the scraper, Sergeant? How many scrapers do you think there are?
You talk to me.
Oh, it's all getting a bit angsty in here. Why don't we have a break for a smoke? You'll have to lend me one. I'm all out.
Do you want a cigarette?
Why don't we enjoy a quick smoke while he thinks about being more cooperative?
You play nicely. And these are all yours. Just ask the strong, silent sergeant.
There was nothing remotely human or humane in that room.
I'm so sorry. Death of an innocent is very hard.
What is this music?
Sorry? Oh, Brazil? Not sure. Rather good though, isn't it? Makes you want to march. Makes you want to fight for what you believe in. This is not fair. He was extraordinarily rude. After all your hard work. Precious Ramotswe wouldn't stand to be treated like this.
No. No. No will Winifred Tembe. Councillor Forrester needs to be taught a thing or two about Botswanan women.
What are we going to do?
I have no idea.
This is so exciting.
This is stupid. What if he recognizes us?
In the first Mara Motswe book, she disguised herself as a nurse. Her very first case.
And
She completely fooled Happy Babetsy's father. Actually, he wasn't really her father. That was the whole point.
And Mara Motswe brought her case to a successful conclusion.
Yes, indeed. Martembe.
So that's settled then.
Well, technically, Mr. Chairman, there should be a vote on the issue.
I've been in this job long enough to know when we have a consensus, Mrs. Stratton. Anyone else think we need a vote? That's settled then. Next item.
So, Mrs. Middleton, what are you doing skulking in the dark like a Botswanan lady detective?
I like to keep busy.
There is busy and there is obsessive. Ever since I asked you to help me with this project, you have dedicated yourself beyond all reason to the celebration of a culture about which you know nothing.
I've read the books.
Next to nothing.
Botswana Day is very important to me. That's all.
That is not all, Mrs. Middleton. I have been watching you, like your lady detectives. You've seen the photograph and the flowers.
She would have been 33 by now.
Your daughter.
My little girl. Clara.
And today?
30th of September. 1986. 25 years ago today. It was a tumour on her brain.
Oh, Judith. I am so sorry.
Change of venue. They're in the old block, committee room 3. I'm sorry. Just give me a few seconds and follow me in, okay? Good luck.
Yes. Yes, we are. For Clara.
For Clara.
They don't respect you, Sergeant.
What?
Those women. They should treat you better. You could teach them a trick or two, a man like you. Come on. Let's show them. Let's show them what you can do. I want to talk.
Interview recommenced at 15:34, conducted by D.S. Hollins from Leatherbridge Police.
Let's roll.
You didn't kill Lauren Porter. You didn't even know that she'd been killed.
Oh, I like that. Strong, but no longer silent. I feel I can confess almost anything to you. I'm listening. Play the game, Hollins. Ask me tough questions.
It's not a game. If you've got something to say, then I'm listening.
I don't even need to bother with item 7. It's just a formality. Item 8 bores me to tears. So you can deal with that one next month when I'm on holiday. Which brings us to item 9. Oh, do we have to?
Well, it is on the agenda.
Forget it. Can't be bothered. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, that your chairman has concluded matters in record time once again. And just in time for tea. Do you know, I had some mad Bolivian woman, Botswanan woman in this morning, wanting to twin Leatherbridge with Timbuktu. She actually tried to force feed me some poisonous jungle fodder. God knows what was in it. But there's nothing to beat a good old English donut. Especially when they're homemade. Can we all go home now?
Any other business?
Go on then. Any other business?
Yes, please. I note the chairman's approval of the homemade Botswanan Magwinya. Would he also like to comment on the quality of the red bush tea?
It's you. It's her. And me. What are they doing here?
I have no idea.
Councillor Forrester, here in your civilized town of Leatherbridge, I have been the victim of unprovoked racial abuse. A young woman in my workplace was cruelly murdered. I myself found her brutalized body. You have communities here that don't even understand the meaning of the word community. Glockwing offered Leatherbridge the hand of a brother in Christian fellowship. Qualities your communities need so badly. But I would be ashamed to introduce you and your offensive manner to the hard-working, honest, democratically elected officials of Glockwing. So I will take my delicacies and I will share them directly with the people of Leatherbridge. And we will see if a little bit of Botswanan culture can bring a smile to the faces of the people who really need it.
It's been over 10 years.
Inspector, sorry, Hollins is conducting the interview by himself.
What an idiot! Michaels will walk all over him.
That was worthy of precious Ramotswe herself.
Do you think so?
My Ramotswe is very smart, very clever, and always gets her way.
You know, a closed mind is not a good thing. Maybe I should try one of these books, see how smart she really is.
I'm to escort you from the premises.
With pleasure.
I have not enjoyed a day in the office so much for a very long time. And I think the committee has finally found its voice. I think Mr. Forrester's days as chairman are numbered.
You will not lose your job.
Chairman come, chairman go. I'm always here to welcome the next one.
What the hell do you think you're playing at?
For the benefit of the tape, DCI Driver and DI Stapleton have entered the room.
He insisted, boss.
He made me say it. He tricked me and confused me. He bamboozled me.
Shut up. If you've got something to say.
What tropical and subtropical vegetable is sometimes known as ladies' fingers? There's a quiz machine in the back room of the Bishop's Head. They don't like me in there, but I haven't been barred. Not yet. The night your Leatherbridge girl was killed, I won the jackpot. Okra. Ladies' fingers. I counted my winnings on the bar and bought a lemonade to celebrate. You won't forget that. I have multiple witnesses placing me in the Bishop's Head, in Maybrook, until past closing time. When was your girl killed?
Fatshe, Leno, Rona, King Foya Mutimu, Kebuswaja boraitsu aleneka kagisu. Happy Botswana Day, Leatherbridge. Magwinya for everyone. Washed down with the finest red bush tea.
No beer then?
Jimmy?
It would not be appropriate in the afternoon, Dr. Clay. So hang bana, so hang emang basadi emang kla.
You ever do that again?
He can always come and work for me.
What?
He got the result. Michaels didn't kill your girl. But he did kill the other two.
Well, forensics came good.
Yep. You got your man.
Right.
So, looks like you've got your own scraper.
Copycat, yes, that's possible.
Someone in Leatherbridge?
Someone who knew her.
Maybe. I've just got to find him.
Just bother. Touch me and I will have you charged with assault.
From where I'm sitting, Dr. Granger, you look like a man of questionable character.
I made mistakes and I paid for them.
It's my fault, eh? I killed her.
I'm not saying anything. And are you also aware that your partner dropped off the deceased before she was murdered? Doesn't look good, does it?